So what was I saying? Okay, so we are partnered with a vegan anti-aging hair, skincare, and now wellness company, Money. They are based out of Miami. We are a baby company, but we're doing big things. So we're only about 6.5 years old, but just recently we were featured number one and the fastest growing direct sales company. So we're moving very quickly. We're expanding a lot. We were originally, well, when I started a year ago, we were in 5 countries: the United States, Canada, UK, Poland, and Ireland. And they just announced as of next month, we will be expanding to Spain and Lithuania. So we're expanding globally. um, we're constantly dropping new products. An entire new wellness line just launched at the end of last year. We just rebranded our men's line. So there really is a space for everyone in this company, which is something that I absolutely love, being that I'm in fitness, we just added wellness. So there really is something for everyone. So I am going to allow Amanda's going to speak first. I'm really excited because Amanda started with me 2 or 3 months ago, and from day one, she has absolutely killed it. Number one on my VIP enrollment last month, number one on my recruitment last month. And it just goes to show that anybody can do this and anybody can kill it. She's a mom, she has her 9 to 5, and she'll let you know, prior to this, she was like, no one around me even knew what money was. And that shocked me. So I'll let her go. Go ahead, girl.
All right, Tiff, don't kill me. I didn't even do my notes, but all right, just tell me if I get off topic. But anyway, I'm Amanda. I'm from Rhode Island. I had no idea what money was. I never heard of it out here ever. So first of all, I'll just go why I joined. So first of all, I was doing overtime. I worked for the VA hospital doing billing, and they offered overtime for veterans to schedule veterans during COVID. So for the vaccine. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. That's from home. So I was doing that 20 hours a week. And I was like, all right, this is good. Then it ended after a few months and they were like, no more OT. So I was randomly on Instagram at night before bed and I saw Myra and Tiffany's video about being a mom and working from home and selling shampoo and all this stuff. And I was like, what? And then I just slid into his DM like, girl, put me on. Like, I need in on this. And then she just told me, buy your products. And then I did. And then I loved it ever since. I'm like obsessed with the company. What else? Tiff, what am I supposed to say?
Let's talk a little bit about what are some of your favorite parts with the company, since you're one of our newest girls. So,
oh yeah. So in the beginning, I was definitely nervous. I was like, I never sold anything before. I didn't even honestly know if the products would work. I was just like, I just need the money right now. So that little cushion of extra money would be nice. And then when I started using the products, I was like, oh my God, these products are amazing. Like they actually do work. So, because I have curly hair and curly hair is hard to find products that work for you. So when I started using these and seeing results in weeks, I was like, oh, hell no, this is crazy. So that part, the fact that the products work, like if you're on here and you're nervous about whether or not you can sell, like I have no background in selling. I always tell people like, oh, use this for this, use that for that. And now I can get paid for that. So that's honestly, you're posting on your story, you're already doing it. So it's just, you're doing everything you're already doing. You're just going to make money from it. I love the community. The team is like so uplifting, supportive. I hated getting on lives. I hated talking. And of course, like Tiff or whoever's like, don't worry, girl, I got you. Like, you can go on with me and I'll talk. Like, so everyone's just so supportive. You don't do anything on your own. I just love it. And then I'm definitely going to DR. So that's my goal. And then I want everything that comes from this business. I want it all, like the Cadillac, everything that it offers. I want it and I'm going to get it.
Yes. Yes. And I'm glad that you brought up the whole live thing, because you brought up 2 points that I'm glad that you did. two things that people constantly tell me when they want to do the business, they want everything that comes from it, they're excited about it, but they say, I don't know how to sell, no one's gonna buy from me. And they say, I I'm scared, like I don't do social media. Like I'm scared to show my face, I'm scared to do lives or whatever it is. When Amanda started, I offered to do a live with her and she flat out was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And it's crazy because like I said, she's only been doing the business 2 or 3 months and now you can't get the girl off of live. Like he's on there constantly bragging about the products, bragging about the business, bragging about the girls. So it's a they're definitely going to push you out of your comfort zone, but in the most amazing way. You're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone in the most amazing way. And what I mean by that, it's going to make you grow as a mother, as a wife, as an employee, whatever it is that you are. This experience grows you in a way that you didn't even know you needed growth. So thank you, Amanda. So excited that you were able to do this with us because I feel like your story, because you're newer in the business, is going to be a little bit different than mine and Janice's now that me and her are a little over a year in. So thank you so much for sharing because I feel like a lot of people that are on this call can relate with a lot of things that you just said. Um, I will go next. So I am Tiffany. I am 31. I'm from Connecticut. I am a single mother to a now 3-year-old. He just turned 3 on Monday, and I'm not okay. So I'm a single mom to a 3-year-old. I'm a full-time police officer. I've been a police officer for 7 years now, and I started with money last April. So, um, what got me, well, let me back up. So I was presented the business opportunity a year prior. So May of 2019, my friend Ebony, who is a registered nurse, I've known her since high school. She approached me and she had just started the business literally that month. I was one of the first people that she reached out to, and she slid in my DMs and verbatim say, "Hey girl, do you want to sell shampoo?" I'm not even lying. That's exactly what it said. And I was like, no, I'm good. At the moment, I felt like one, I thought the whole business opportunity was a scam. Like it just seemed too good to be true. And two, I'm a police officer. I have my career. I honestly felt like I was too good for it. So I said no. I shot her down without even getting information about the business. Fast forward a year later, this past April, the pandemic really kind of just got started getting real. And my overtime, I pretty much lost it. So I was used to working anywhere from 20 to 30 hours overtime. And like I said, I'm a single mother. So my mortgage, my bills, everything for me and my son is on me. And in order for me to live comfortably the way I feel comfortable, I had to pick up at least 20 hours overtime a week. Now that meant 20 extra hours away from my son. That meant finding a sitter or having him in daycare on days that I was off. And I saw Ebony last April posting free trip for her and her husband here and there and posting about a paid for car that she had. And I was like, what? Like, I know she's a mom. I know she's a wife. I know she's a nurse. So I didn't understand. So I reached out to her and she told me that all of this was coming from her shampoo business. So that night I was like, okay. She told me all I had to do was purchase my own products to get started. So that's exactly what I did. That night, I just threw it on a credit card so I wouldn't even see it. It wouldn't even bother me. And that's it. I hit the ground running. I promoted myself 4 times in my first month. I hit my first leadership rank. And what initially for me was supposed to just be a few $100s a month to pay for bills here and there turned into holy shit, like this is something that could change my life, honestly. So I promoted myself 4 times. Fast forward 3 months in, I qualified for my first paid for trip to Dominican Republic, and I was able to bring a guest. Fast forward 4 months in, I hit the 6 out of 10 ranks to qualify for my paid for car. 7 months on in the business, I qualified for my second paid for trip, which Janice and I just came back from Vegas, flight, hotel, everything paid for by the company. And now I'm 1 year in and I'm this close to my third paid for trip in 1 year. I no longer work overtime. That is another 20 to 30 hours a week that I have back with my son. I'm actually making more money doing this than what I was working overtime as a police officer. And what that's done for me is given me a little taste of what time freedom is, right? Because we're all taught that you go to school, you go to college, you get your degree, you get your career, you work 30, 40 years, you retire, right? That's what we're used to. But for me, I've gotten a little taste of this time freedom where I can make money, and I can make great money from home while I'm with my son. So I'm not missing the most important years of his life, right? His first almost everything is right now. So there's no dollar amount that I can put on time back with my kid, but my Nate has been able to give me a full-time income while doing that. So like I said, I've never even imagined that this is something that would fall in my lap, but I'm so appreciative of it. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I'm obsessed. I never thought I'd say that my goal is to leave my career and do this full time. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because this gives me this different type of purpose. It's so much more than shampoo. We'll get into that a little bit later, but that's a little bit of my story, what made me join the business, what I've gotten out of it so far. And I will let Janice talk a little bit about hers, and then we'll close it out with what it is to start up and some of the things you can get out of it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Janice. Like Tiff said, I started a year and 2 months ago. A year and 2 months into this business is what I'm in. So for me, it was a little bit different as to why I started the business. I was completely out of work. So as you guys heard her say, I'm a hairstylist. And because of the pandemic, I was forced to shut down. If you gave me the option, if I'm honest, I would have probably worked through it because I've always had a job my entire life. I've worked at a hair salon since I was 15 years old. So for me, like not working was not an option. We were supposed to be closed for 2 weeks. 2 weeks turned into 4 months. And at first it sounded great. I was like, okay, 2 weeks, like I'm gonna be home with my dogs, living my best life, pants optional, mimosas at 11 a.m. Like that's amazing. My husband just texted me and he's in the other room. Okay. It's our Uber Eats. So for me, it was very, the pandemic at first was like, it's fine, it's 2 weeks, but 2 weeks, like I said, turned into 4 months. And I still had to pay my rent at the salon. I still had to pay my rent at home. I still had to pay everything. Literally nothing stopped. Groceries got more expensive. And I'm just like, what do I do? Because we're in Connecticut and you cannot survive on a single family income. It's just not an option for us. I put my car payments on hold because I was afraid. I just, you name it. And I was like, what is going to happen? Then I saw Tiffany join. And I will say this, if you're thinking about joining, tell no one. Tell absolutely no one and just do it. So I saw her join and I was like, she didn't tell me she was joining. And then I kind of watched her closely for 2 weeks. She, of course, reached out to me to join the business. And I was like, oh, I'm going to see. She was killing it in her first 2 weeks, very similar to Amanda, just hit the ground running. I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to be on board. And it was supposed to be temporary for me because I just needed income to get me through not working while I was out of work because of the pandemic. All of my clients bought for me. When I went back into the salon, so I joined the last week of April, I went into the salon June 1st. Everyone's hair that I saw looked incredible. In just a month and a half, the results that I saw, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you just have to be kidding me. How did I turn this opportunity down for 2 years? Because people were in my DMs all the time trying to tell me about this business. And I was just like, no, I'm good. thank you, no. And I was just like, what is wrong with me? So my biggest regret is not starting sooner. I say it all the time. That like the hair results are insane. I've worked with high-end products, Orbe, Kérastase, L'Oreal, you name it. I've worked with a lot of stuff. I've never seen products like this work so fast. Like I was completely taken aback. Okay, and I just wrote down a couple notes because I'm a scatterbrain. One of my favorite things about the company, and I feel like everyone says this, it's the growth. Like with this company, we get a lot of personal development built into our training calls. It's not something I expected at all, but a lot of our calls that happen almost every single night are rarely product knowledge, are rarely business related. It is just about you becoming the best version of yourself, because when you become the best version of yourself, you're going to do great things. So for me, the growth has been amazing, and like the confidence that came with the company. Like I'm a pretty confident person, but with things that I know I'm really good at. Like Amanda said, I didn't want to go on live. I didn't want to show face. Like I didn't do that for the first 6 months of this business, and I still had 4 promotions with it. I remember my first potentials call. This is what this is. I had a couple glasses of wine. I had a full face of makeup going on because I was just so nervous and I wanted to be my absolute best, because that's what I thought my absolute best was a year and 2 months ago. Now I come on these, no makeup, like I don't care. Like my best is just me with positive energy and just exuding great into the world. I don't care anymore. I don't need to be a full face of makeup, although I have lashes on because I went to the winery today. Me and Tiffany went to the winery today. We worked from the winery, and this is something that I also wanted to mention. I spent $85 at the winery. Then I went right next door and I got a plant. I got 2 plants for, shut up. I got 2 plants for $45. I don't do math. Friend, help me out with that math here.
90. 85 is 175.
I spent $175 this afternoon. You can buy into this business for $199. Like that winer, like how can you buy into a business for just I was gonna say $1.99 for $199? We spend that at Target. We spend that anywhere. We spend that on like 3 days of lunch and coffee. I mean, my plants are gonna last me forever, I hope. It's a new obsession of mine, but the growth that this company has given me, the amazing results that I get every single time I use a product, the results that my clients get every single time they use their products. I recently just bleached my hair out this week. I'm a platinum blonde. Like I didn't have to cut it. I didn't do anything different to my hair, and look at like like blondes are not shiny ever, but my hair is shiny, healthy, thick. I didn't trim it. Like if you're afraid that you won't be able to sell the products, I hear you, but the products sell themselves. The results are amazing. And as long as you believe in something that you're using, you're going to have no issue selling anything. And I don't even like to call it selling. I just like to call it sharing. We share these products with our friends and our family, like we do our Starbucks drink, like we do our favorite restaurant, like I do with my favorite plant shop. Like we just share everything as humans constantly. Why not get paid for these things? So I'm going to end it there. I'm sure I might have something to kind of, wait, I lied. I have one more thing to add in. As you guys know, I'm a business owner. I own my own hair studio. I've been doing hair for 14 years, and it took me 11 years to branch out on my own. 11 years. I've seen girls in this company branch out and leave their 9-to-5s within 1 year. What took me 11 years, you can get done in 1 year if you really give this some time, energy, effort, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there, pal.
Thank you, Nise. Thank you, both of you ladies, for sharing your stories, because like I said, all 3 of us are very different. Our stories are very different, but we're all succeeding in it. We're all obsessed with the business. Not one of us has anybody thoughts or plans on leaving anytime soon. We are riding this till the wheels fall off. We're going on all the trips. We're doing all the things. We're making all the money, driving all the cars. But I hope you got some great information. We answered some of your questions. Do not let fear stand in the way of your potential and stand in the way of your future, stand in the way of your family's future. The opportunities that this business can open up for you, the doors of opportunity that this business can open up for you outside of shampoo is unreal, honestly. So give yourself a shot. It honestly is risk-free. So as Janice mentioned, all you have to do is a one-time purchase of your own products. That is it. You're going to run out of shampoo that you're using now anyway. You're going to have to re-up on your products anyway. Why not switch over to clean beauty products, clean shampoo, hair products, skin products, whatever it is that you decide, and have a potential paycheck attached to it. So our team specifically, so if you're on this call, you would be on our team in some way, shape, or form. We set you up for success. We have a private Facebook page that is filled with trainings that you can access at any time. We have nightly trainings that Janice mentioned. They're usually every single evening, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, there might be some during the day. And we try to record them as often as we can, and we share them with you. All of us, myself, Janice, Amanda, we're usually open to you. I know Ebony was on the call. I don't know if she still is. 24/7. You can reach out for help 24/7. The beauty with this business is so many women before us that are on our team, millionaires, because we do have millionaires on our team, millionaires within the last 2-3 years of the business, who train us, share their stories with us, share their tips and tricks. And with this business is just duplicatable. All we have to do is what they did. All I did is what Ebony did. All Janice did is what I did. All Amanda's doing is what I did. You know what I mean? We're not recreating anything. It's very duplicatable. All you have to do is be willing to show up, willing to put in the work, willing to be coachable, and that is it, right? So I hope you guys got some of your questions answered. If any of you do have any questions at all, feel free to unmute yourself, type it in the chat. We will be willing to answer any and all questions. If you're a little shy and you don't want to do that, you can reach out to whoever it is that sent you on this call. They obviously sent you on this call for a reason. They see something in you. They think you'd be great. They think you deserve it. They think you could benefit from it, whether it's the finances, the time freedom, the community of women, whatever it is, they saw it in you. So reach back out to them, ask any questions. We would love to have you. I do want to add before we get off this call that for this month only, if you sign up before the 15th, so there's only 6 days left. If you sign up before the 15th, and I wish I had the products next to me, you get our dry shampoo, which I absolutely love. I use
Hold on, friend. I got you.
Okay, hold up the dry shampoo.
Yep.
Rejuva beads, which is our split end mender. Janice has that. And our purifying, I don't know if you're gonna have that next to you, our purifying vinegar.
I have the Renew next to me. The apple one is at the salon.
So we have our apple cider vinegar shampoo, which is now become my favorite. So if you sign up by the 15th, you're going to get the shampoo, the Rejuva beads, and the dry shampoo for absolutely free. It's like $120 worth of products that you get for free. Depending on which package you get, you can also get our pre and probiotics added to that for completely free. So you have a leg up in starting your business. Instead of getting the 7 products, if you start with the essentials pack, you're now getting 10 products. So that is through the 15th. Also, if you join this month, you still have 2 months to qualify for Dominican Republic, which is coming up in October, right? And for this month, the sooner you start, the sooner you can start hitting those promotions, and we have double bonuses. This company is so amazing. They do things like this often for us, where they throw in extra incentives, even though we get paid amazingly. So this month they are doubling our bonuses. So do not hesitate. this business could change your life if you decide that it will change your life. So thank you for getting on. And hopefully we get to see you soon. Thank you, ladies, for doing this with me. Appreciate you. Bye.